Hey, explorers of the unbelievable. Welcome to What's New Today, the channel where reality is always stranger than fiction. Today we've got a wild lineup: raining fish, ageless villagers, a dog with political aspirations, and a robot chef that might just steal your job and your recipe book. Buckle up. This is going to be a journey into the bizarre, the fascinating, and the just plain awesome. Let's start first with the fish rain in Yoro, Honduras. According to CNN, each year between May and June, residents of Yoro, Honduras, witness a bizarre phenomenon: fish literally falling from the sky. Some call it a miracle of Father Subarana. Scientists believe waterspouts or underground rivers may be to blame. Local researchers and meteorologists have studied the event, and it's now a cultural and tourist attraction in the region. This is one of those rare intersections between faith and nature, an unsolved phenomenon that both unites a community and baffles scientists. I consider that experts should fund more interdisciplinary studies involving meteorology and folklore, and preserve this tradition as a world-unique heritage event. Let's go ahead and talk about the ageless people of Hunza, Pakistan source. I was reading in the ABC Sociedad magazine in relation to the Hunza people in northern Pakistan live long and healthy lives, many surpassing 100 years. Experts attribute their longevity to glacier water, fresh fruits, and active daily routines. Health and aging researchers have begun observing Hunza lifestyle patterns and diets. This isn't magic. It's what happens when you remove stress, sugar, and smartphones from life. I think we could learn a lot from these cultures and launch cultural exchange and documentary projects so others can learn and adapt Hunza-style living habits. Let's move on to the next news, and this is one of the curious ones I found today. Apparently we have a new authority. I'm talking about Mako the dog that is running for mayor in Alaska. In Anchorage, Alaska, Robert Ziegler submitted his dog Mako as a mayoral candidate to mock the political system and advocate for more well-behaved leaders. While not legally eligible, Mako gained national attention and sparked civic discussions. It's satire meets protest. Voters trust a Malamute more than actual politicians. That says a lot. Could we use Mako's popularity to promote civic participation, transparency, and even animal welfare campaigns? Let's talk now in relation to P-Robo, the AI pasta chef in Tokyo. A Tokyo restaurant has introduced P-Robo, a fully automated chef robot that controls 4 pans and executes recipes with AI-enhanced precision. Initial rollout is happening in small eateries, with future plans to scale up in chain restaurants. This is incredible. But where does the soul of cooking go when software takes the stove? This kind of news makes me think that we could let robots handle the mechanical parts, but leave space for human creativity and culinary emotion. Now, let's talk about the jellyfish that never dies. Turritopsis doherni, the so-called immortal jellyfish, can reverse its life cycle and start over after cellular aging. Biologists are now exploring its regenerative mechanism for anti-aging and cancer research. Apparently, nature just handed us the cheat code to death, and pharmaceutical companies are already knocking. I think we must ensure ethical research and discourage patenting life forms. The way I see it, immortality shouldn't be monopolized. Did you know that there is a tree that can actually talk? It is Chile's ancient forest messenger, Chile's 5,000-year-old Alurs tree, nicknamed Great Grandfather, emits chemical signals that warn other trees of environmental threats. Declared a World Natural Heritage Site and equipped with sensors for continuous monitoring. Apparently, the exchange of information between neighbors is no longer exclusive to your neighborhood. Trees literally gossip among themselves, too. Perhaps Tolkien wasn't so wrong about his Ents. All of this only makes me think that we need to be more conscious about protecting ancient forests as living archives and promoting educational campaigns so people understand that planting a tree isn't enough. We must let the existing ones live. Changing the subject, could any of you explain how it's possible for the same man to survive being struck by lightning twice in the same week? According to CNN, a man in Montana was struck by lightning twice and survived. The U.S. Meteorological Department confirmed that Thomas Avery, a 54-year-old farmer, was hit by lightning on Monday and then again on Friday of the same week. Miraculously, he only suffered superficial burns. Authorities issued a weather alert for the region, and local media interviewed him as the luckiest man in Montana, although calling it luck when you almost die twice in 1 week is questionable. Clearly, this man is either a real-life Magneto from the X-Men, or there's a cloud packed with karma that has unfinished business with him. In my opinion, since he's doing well, his case could be used for educational campaigns about lightning storm safety. And maybe, just as an extra precaution, they should also keep him away from light poles. On another note, it seems like biology is finally outpacing machines, as Reuters reports that in Africa, trained rats can detect tuberculosis faster than machines. An NGO in Tanzania has trained giant African pouched rats to detect tuberculosis in human samples. They're cheaper and faster than many current technologies. According to the organization, there are plans to expand the pilot program to rural hospitals in collaboration with European universities to replicate the model for other diseases and see what results emerge. This could be seen as a humbling moment for high-tech laboratories. It turns out the answer was in an underestimated animal all along. From my point of view, research should be expanded to other species and diseases, integrating rodents as allies in the healthcare system, without replacing clinical diagnosis altogether. Let's fly across the globe to Guangxi, a city in China, where an infinite cave was discovered. Just imagine how deep it is. They haven't even reached the bottom yet. According to the South China Morning Post, Chinese speleologists have descended over 600 meters into a vertical cave that appears to have no known bottom. So far, they've discovered new species and geological structures never seen before. The expedition team has installed oxygen and humidity sensors, along with 3D cameras to map the underground system. I think this is the perfect time to cue the Stranger Things theme music. Is anyone else thinking about demogorgons? Or is it just me? This would be a great opportunity to launch interdisciplinary scientific expeditions and ensure the discoveries are preserved rather than exploited for mass tourism. Now, for some good news for recycling lovers, there's a factory that produces bricks made from plastic waste. What do you think? It turns out that a family-run business is building with garbage. A startup from Argentina has developed a method to transform plastic waste, specifically polypropylene, into strong, eco-friendly construction bricks, since they're made from recyclable materials. The startup, called EasyBrick, has received sustainability awards and contracts from local governments to build urban furniture and eco-social housing. It seems we might be witnessing the revolution we needed, literally building the future with trash. Mother Earth might just be glancing our way with a hint of pride. I believe this material should be integrated into public urban planning policies, and that incentives should be given to construction companies adopting clean technologies like this. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading and we can start a discussion on the topic. As we approach the end of this edition, let's talk about a very creative 10-year-old boy who managed to build a robotic arm using only Lego pieces. According to NPR, Jackson, a young boy from Texas, built a functional robotic prosthesis for a classmate using Lego parts, homemade sensors, and basic programming software. Because of this, his school nominated him for STEM scholarships, and a foundation donated materials so he could continue developing other prototypes. So, clearly, the future isn't just in Silicon Valley anymore. It's in an elementary school, with a creative kid and a pile of Lego bricks. Could it be that Lego ends up sponsoring this little genius? In my view, we should create an international support program for young innovators who use accessible technology to solve real problems, just like in this example. And so, from raining fish, lightning rods in human form, dogs with political ambitions, and robot chefs, we wrap up our first episode of What's New Today. If you've made it this far, it's because this channel is your new wonder zone. So, don't just slip away like a fish in water. Subscribe and ring that bell loud, like when Mako spots a squirrel. If anything made you laugh or think, give us a like. But be careful not to break your mouse. We'll read you in the comments. Share your opinion, challenge, or meme of the day so our community continues to grow with style and good vibes. See you tomorrow on What's New Today, where current affairs are always the main hub.